This is my front yard garden on June 18th. Daylilies are in full bloom. The Asiatic lilies, and the Martagon lilies are all in full bloom. I just love daylilies. They have got to be one of the easiest flowers to grow. In fact, I'm going to have to start taking some of them up out of here so there's not too many. These are hardy geraniums, or cranesbill geraniums. I just love those because they just crawl all over the place in the flower bed. What we're looking at here is all just one plant that I planted here a few years ago. Oh, and look at these. I call them hardy lilies. I think they're Asiatic lilies, I think. But I just love them. I need to get a few more of those bulbs and put them out along here. And this is catmint. It seems to be about done for the year. Need to come out, and things are growing over my path a little bit. Deadhead these peonies. Cut off the spent blooms. This is a alpine strawberry. I think the birds are supposed to like those. That's what I heard. Like, real sweet. Some people eat them, but I'm going to leave them for the birds. These are coneflowers. These are coneflowers. And this is yarrow and loosestrife. These are some more coneflowers over here. These are peonies that are all done blooming. This is a dogwood bush. Here's some more. I think these might be a tiger lily, I'm not sure. It's not bloomed yet. Or a hardy lily. This is Sweet William that I started from seed this spring, actually, and planted it out here after it started. Dug it up. Well, these are some I planted last year, and then dug them up this spring and put them out here. Here's some tulips that I let go to seed just for the heck of it. I don't know if it killed the bulb or not, or if the bulb's going to come back next year. But I just wanted to find out. This is Jacob's flatter, or Solomon seal. It's all done blooming. It blooms earlier in the spring. Here's some columbine that's all done blooming and gone to seed. And here's more loosestrife and more daylilies. Look at all the daylilies. They'll take over though if you let them. And here's a hibiscus. It's got a really nice red flower on it. Here's some more hardy lilies, or Asiatic lilies, I don't know. Here's some Monarda. I think it has red flowers on the top when it blooms. I think this is a tiger lily. Here's some plants. Well, this here is a sunflower seed. I think the birds planted over here. But these are some I started from seed. But I don't remember what they are. I don't think I ever knew. And here's some aqualegia. It's gone to seed here, and it's gone all over the place in here. Here's another one. This is coral bells right here. There's aqualegia growing all over the place. I don't want this. I've seen it before. Columbine, that's the common name for it. Couldn't think of it. There's some more of these. This is globalium, it's all done blooming. I think that's a weed, just some, I think it's called plantain. It's not anything now. Need to plant some more things in here. Weeds I pulled up. This is another hibiscus. There's more hardy lilies growing down in there. No, I'm sorry, hardy geraniums. I bought them as bare root last year and planted them in here. This is I had a flower pot growing here and it dropped these as seeds. I think they're calendula. It started itself from seed. I just can't remember the name. It's biennial, so it won't be blooming this year. It'll bloom next year. Here's some more of that yarrow. Look at all the, there's a lot more sun over here, so it gets got a lot bigger. I like the way it contrasts with this hardy geranium here. And the loose stripes is about done over here. There's some bugs that eat it up over here, some caterpillars or something. But when it gets all done this time of year, I just cut it down to the ground and it comes back next year. Here's some roses. Here's some sedum I put down here for. Here's some grass I'm going to get rid of. Problem with this flower bed, is everything blooms in the spring and dies back. So I need to plant some more stuff in it that will bloom this part of the year. Last year I put in some bare root hardy geraniums. This year these are delphiniums that I started from seed out back last year. And here is a hibiscus, hardy hibiscus. I think I'm going to dig it up because it always grows out over here over the sidewalk. This is planted way back in there. All these things are daffodils and mystery lilies, and you can't tell the difference between them because the foliage is exactly the same. And here's another sweet william, but I bought this as a plant and put it here. And here's more of that hardy geranium just growing all over the place in here. And this is just one plant that's been here for several years. And this is plum bagel. Put one plant in here and it's growing all over this whole flower bed. And in the fall, when nothing else is blooming, it has little blue flowers on it. So I should dig some of that up and put it out in here and over there. Now, strangely enough, the loosestrife over here doesn't get the leaves chewed up like that. Over there it does. And it's just a few feet apart. And my guess is the worms or the caterpillars that do that, I think they're little gray caterpillars, they live in the soil, and then when they come up every year, and they just haven't laid their eggs over here yet. These are lily of the valleys. They bloom earlier in the spring and have like a little pendulous white flower. And this is astilbes. This is lamb's quarters. I don't want it. There's a bunch of these alpine strawberries over there. This is coral bells. They come. The leaves come in different colors. This is Brunera macrophilia. I love the. I wish it would take off and expand all over the place. Here's more coral bells, just a different color. I love these ferns. Here's another one of these astilbes next to some columbine that's already went to seed. Here's why I don't like these things. They come up everywhere. Look, they have tiny blue flowers on them, but I don't let them grow. And here is some of these daylilies out here in the shade, semi-shady bed, and they're still doing just fine. Practically underneath this crabapple tree right here and this maple tree there, the sun sets that way, so that bed over there gets quite a bit of sun, whereas this one here gets a lot of shade because it's shaded by these two maple trees here. So I have a lot of shady stuff growing in this bed. And I've been working on this area here. I kind of dug up all the stuff in it and covered it with wood chips. And the daylilies are busy covering it back up. That's okay. I'm going to take out this honeysuckle bush here. I mean, yeah, that is honeysuckle. It's a bush honeysuckle, not a vining one. I'm finished taking it out. And the birds can land on this crabapple instead. You see all the bird droppings over here in this flower bed. All the little white bird droppings. That's because the birds sit here in this bush, and then go over to the bird feeder, which I need to refill today. This is kind of my hosta garden over here underneath the crabapple tree here, and maple tree. This is a bleeding heart, Dicentra spectrabilis. Oh, and look, this hostas is getting ready to bloom. This here is this is a tree I don't want in here. This here is snow on the mountain, bishop's weed, goutweed, whatever you want to call it, agropodium. But you don't want it in your flower bed. And I put it out here because, as you can see, it's been contained all these years by the plants, the hostas, in that direction. So it's not even gotten that direction yet. It keeps trying to creep out here in the lawn, but we just keep mowing it down. But yeah, it can't compete with the hostas. There's a daylily, not a daylily, but a hardy lily, Asiatic lily that I planted over here. I think I'm going to dig it up next spring when it first pokes its head above the ground. And when I do that, I'll make sure that I don't get anything but the bulb and no roots for these, because if you get roots for these in your flower bed, I've actually done that before, and you have to keep like going back every time you go by there and pulling up the little starts. Here's the weed I don't want. I need to come back and dig it up. Well, that is my front yard garden. A few more places in here I could plant things. Sounds like it's getting ready to rain, don't it? Pull up some of this grass. This is something I planted that's getting ready to bloom. And here's, it has like a daisy flower when it blooms. So there's room for more things to be planted over here. This is a tall sedum. I think it's called Autumn Joy. It has red flowers on it. I let, here's some more columbines right there. This is getting ready to bloom. Well, it's getting ready to rain here, so I think I'm going to go in, but I hope that you like my front yard garden. And if you did, can you please subscribe to my channel and like this video? I would really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and goodbye.